Today I'm going to show you the most insane HomeKit studio slash office. Which yes, I'm super excited to announce that I'm officially renting a office space. Meet Casa Athletic.
I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better.
This is where we work, and yes, I'm saying we because it's not just me. We're sharing a space with Athletic Affair, which is a sports PR and marketing agency. More on to that later. The first thing that you're gonna see in terms of HomeKits is the level lock. You've got a little keypad that you can actually put in your passport or password, not passport. You grab your iPhone, you literally just do like this. And yes, we've got Apple HomeKit in the studio, so coming in. All right, welcome to the office space. Welcome to Casa Athletic. As you can see, the protagonist of the entire space are the stone walls. They are super, super old because we're actually located in the old town of Girona, which is absolutely stunning. Let's go ahead and start by telling you about the studio, but I'm not actually gonna show it to you now. And yeah, this is the entrance room. Now the entrance room has a couple things that are HomeKit that I want to show you. First off, there's a bunch of bikes, always. At Casa Athletic, there's always bikes because they're always doing stuff for the cycling industry. We've got the Athletic Affair logo over here. And here's this massive chalkboard, so whenever we do events or whenever they do events, they can actually draw depending on the event. We've got a little couch over here, so you know, if people are coming over for events, they can just chill, sleep. Maybe if I'm tired after a podcast, I can just sleep a little bit. And then we've got our little coffee corner with the beautiful Rocket coffee machine, which is absolutely stunning. We got yellow mugs because obviously why not? And in terms of security, this is actually HomeKit. It's from Akara, and you know, just in case. I mean, it's always great to have a security camera on an office space. These lights right here are actually connected to a light switch from Eve. So I can turn them on and turn them off via a light switch, or I can do it all with Siri or directly with the Home app. And same thing goes to these lights right here in the top. Now, something else that's HomeKit in the entrance is actually this right here. This is the flick button. And what's cool is that you can actually program this flick button that whenever I leave and I tap, all the lights turn off, or if I double tap and we arrive, all the lights actually turn on. Let me show you the actual workspace. All right, so this is our workspace. It's a super spacious workspace. This is usually the place that we're all working. From George, the Chavi, from Maria, say hello. And Javi, he's actually with his AirPods Pro. Let's go ahead and bother him.
What's happening?
Where did you get this hoodie?
I love this hoodie.
I mean, look at it, look at this. Inside the ecosystem.com. Now from the table to the chairs, they're all from Bridges Design. I'll link it down below in the description. We've also got this little sitting area with the Eve flare. Now this is actually HomeKit as well. You can change the lights of this via HomeKit. And what's cool is that it's actually battery powered. So if we just want some light over here, you can just leave it there and it adds the mood. Breakfast burritos for life. More HomeKit stuff. The Eve energy strip is actually pretty cool. It's this standard strip that you can actually add, but every single one of the plugs are actually HomeKit. So I've actually got this is HomeKit right here. This wasn't HomeKit before. It's this massive light strip. And this lamp right here makes it HomeKit as well, thanks to the Eve energy strip. We've also got the Sonos Era 300. I mean, if you want to party, if you want to put on a movie. So if we actually go through the arc and this beautiful Latin words, which by the way, the first person who translates this in the comments will get a free iPhone. I'm kidding, come on in and let me show you the actual screening room. So the screening room right here, usually when Athletic Affair actually does premieres for movies or their documentaries, this room right here is flooded with people. We actually did our first ever TED Talk, not TED Talk, Tech Talk with me and Javi, and we put a bunch of stuff over here. Since the TV is massive, we can actually put our Sonos Era 300, which is actually hooked up to the Apple TV, which is great. We've also got the Sonos Sub, which is also AirPlay. They're all both AirPlay compatible. Yeah, there's a bunch of chairs over here. We've got a Coke fridge, which doesn't work, but we want to fix it. And we just want to put a bunch of drinks over here. We've actually got another light switch over here, so we can turn on and turn off the lights of the entire studio. And then over here is our second workspace. We still gotta figure out, obviously the office isn't by far done. We wanna add everything in every single room. But over here we want to add monitors and just a different way to work. What's cool about this room is that you've got massive windows with direct natural light. Okay, remember the beginning of the video where I was going to show you the studio? I think it's time. Things are happening or things are happening. Are you ready? All right, let me show you the new YouTube and podcast studio. I am so excited to announce that, not only that I'm moving into a studio that I can actually go somewhere to work every single day, but that I'm launching the podcast. Yo, what's up? Welcome to Inside the Ecosystem.
Welcome to Inside the Ecosystem. Bienvenidos adentro del ecosistema.
It's not about the products.
It's about life.
It's about real experiences.
Good morning.
This is Inside the Ecosystem.
The podcast.
So yes, I'm launching Inside the Ecosystem, which is not about just the products, it's about life. What happens inside of the ecosystem. It's not just what happens inside of Cupertino, but it's what happens outside with the real stories of real people. The first 2 episodes are now live, links in the description if you want to check them out, or you can actually subscribe to Inside the Ecosystem Plus that will give you access to the podcast in video and some exclusive merchandise, some exclusive clothing, such as the hoodie that you've all been asking for, the poster, the Keep On Moving poster, the sticker pack, a bunch of good stuff about Inside the Ecosystem. Everything is linked down below in the description. I am so happy to finally be launching Inside the Ecosystem. All right, so let me give you an actual tour of the studio. The first thing that you're gonna see is another flick button, so I can actually tap and all the big YouTube lights actually turn on and turn off. First thing that you're gonna see is this massive white background that I can simply, pull up and pull down. So, the videos that you've been seeing with the white background, they've all been filmed in here, and it looks so good. I've got this C-stand, and then I've got a camera over here, so if I want to film something and I want to show you something about an iPad app or whatever, I can quickly do it. So something that I definitely wanted was to mount the actual lights in the ceiling. Now this has been not an easy job, but we finally got it done, which is super sick. They're actually connected via smart plug, so I can ask Siri, turn on or turn off the lights. And I've also got this thing right here. All the lights are from SmallRig, by the way, so I can actually, pull up or turn down the lights. I can turn them off directly from here as well. And this right here is kind of our little storage room. A Richmond, Ted Lasso, Jamie Tart jersey. Let me know in the comments if you love Ted Lasso on Apple TV+. Over here is where Apple the dog sits and sleeps and has a lot of fun. And over here, this is a Govi light, by the way. Beautiful view of outside of the old town. And usually natural light comes in over here, which is cool. This is a little top-down area if I want to film an unboxing. We've got a mirror over here, so before our podcast, we can make sure that we're looking good. We got a bunch of cool stuff over here, from iPhone boxes to the 2nd generation HomePod, which is obviously an essential for any HomeKit office or home. We've got this vintage lamp, which I absolutely love. It was actually my uncle's. He was gonna throw it away, and I just fell in love with it, and I feel like it fits the vibe of the studio since everything is so old. A bunch of books of inspiration. We've got, this is pretty cool. This is the Time magazine when Steve Jobs died, and I've purchased it and I've kept it since. I framed it, and Steve, we miss you. And Steve is probably one of my biggest inspiration, and I just love having him here. And over here I just showcased, one of our channel's main sponsors, from Sonos, from Level, a bunch of Eve products. Eve is basically everything. 90% of the products, of the HomeKit products in the entire studio are from Eve. This light right here, you can actually change the color. It's actually the Eve light strip, which I love. It's bright, and it's actually got adaptive lighting, which is cool. And here's the podcast set. We got 2 couches, which are also from Burgess Design, including the table. Thank you so much for sending them. We've always got cameras over here. This is a Moment MagSafe stand, so if I want to film something on my iPhone, I can quickly just prop it up, and if I want to film a reel, everything is just made so I can just put something on and just film super quickly. So in terms of the podcast set, we got everything from Rode. Rode, thank you so much for sending this. If you want to get anything from this, it's linked down below in the description. From the microphones, which absolutely sound amazing. We got the Rodecaster 2, which makes it so convenient to film and practically edit podcasts on the go. I've got sound effects. I can turn up or turn on the volumes of each of each microphone. We got 3 microphones, so 3 different people can actually come over here. By the way, we got the Keep On Moving poster over here, which obviously linked down below in the description, inside the ecosystem.com. We got a lamp, which is also connected to an Eve Energy smart plug, so I can turn on and turn off the lights. So there's tons and tons of HomeKit accessories. Most of them are from Eve, which is my personal favorite HomeKit brand. I've got from, as you saw in the video, from light switches to smart plugs, the Eve Energy, to the Eve Energy strip, to the LED strip, to the light strip, to the motion sensors. I just turned on the studio lights by accident. But yeah, as you can see, it works perfectly fine. These take literally 2 seconds. So that's the studio tour / office tour. Everything is 100% HomeKit, which I love. I love having a smart home. I love having a smart office. So I can just do things like this and turn off all the lights whenever I want. If you want to watch the first ever episode of Inside the Ecosystem, you can watch it right here. If you want to watch my smart home tour, you can watch this right here, or you can subscribe, or InsideTheEcosystem.com. You know you want the hoodie. Keep on moving. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.